and handle business. I got a deal, she real vicious. Rock a bye, baby, no business. This is leaving the conflict. For nonsense, got a plane where you're flicking the cockpit. With the gang, make a profit. See, I was the high school slick when I was style, and that don't change it. And African medallion, hip hop, I'm still a woman, that game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clock and all about my dividends. You know this, really make me careful with. I need to run away good and live in Showtime, make people follow. The pocket father, take two and throw out a little for my who won't live.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at Madison Stadium. It's wonderful. Tonight we won by 35 with a good run. The Giants
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. The sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Oh, looking for one, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here in the third. Now Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Prescott on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they take advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Oh, come on.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They're going to try and throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Why would it make me do that? Why it made me spin all the way around?
Dak Prescott, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Jones on 1st down. He finds Saquon Barkley in the slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Giants had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Nah, I went to the VA.
Jones
upper respiratory infection.
Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Respiratory infection.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, I could breathe, but I was having a little trouble.
Get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Nah. They gave me an X-ray, just checked stuff out.
The Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton.
I appreciate
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still 1st half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A 2nd failed.
All right, appreciate it.
Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
Let me switch to him. Jesus.
Batted away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On second down, it's Pollard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Why the hell did that nigga come in?
And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe get a guard to help double team him and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down. Jones. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
46. Under.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4th down, Prescott. This pass caught at the 4. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Pollard again. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my
But I'll be back in town.
It's been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes
Makes sense.
hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
Makes sense.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.
This is my sexy best friend. Here you get some shit.
Goofy ass. When's the essence?
17 carries. So first and 10.
When's the essence special?
This drive might have to start digging in.
July 29th through the 2nd. I mean, not July, sorry. June 29th through July 2nd.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better
Makes
pass
sense,
rush
makes
than that
sense.
one right there. Nowhere to go.
I miss
outside.
you.
Keep backing up
Are
and
you sure?
backing up and backing up. Eventually drop for a huge.
You miss me too?
Sometimes on a good day.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
All the time,
It's
as you
second and
should.
21.
Oh,
Here's Pollard. And he is
Just
met
something.
in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
yeah, I'll let you get back to work.
Lose 2 on that last play, so things get even
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
coming up.
I would talk to you later, but by the time I'm off and everything, you'll probably sleep.
Hey.
But never mind, I forgot. This is our early days, so maybe I'll still call you.
Okay. Text first.
Huh?
Text first.
Always.
Prescott to throw.
No, always not.
I know. No, you always want me to text first. I don't always do.
Yeah. By always, you don't do it at all.
Defensively, that was
Capping up.
Look at my sexy best friend.
takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second down throw for Prescott. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's
Troy, you don't be bad at doing nothing.
reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Partner, I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
Number 46.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's incomplete.
What do y'all want? What do y'all want?
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Jones. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. This is fielded at the 7. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not...
It's caught inside the 25. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now,
like what?
The pass that should have been intercepted.
What the fuck, man?
Incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say. Because
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking for more.
Bro.
They lead big.
Jesus.
Part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. That worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Why won't they let me grab that nigga?
They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Prescott on play action. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Prescott now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Azeez Ojulari able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. We saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, Prescott here to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be discussed heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they've got to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Escaping the pressure right. Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Jones to throw on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Gano now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing here, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Fielded right around the 8. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
I love
This was one of Scarlett Johansson's trickiest lines to record in the event.
I had this when we were doing reshoots for